Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is JW Schmo from Team Raytheon. Welcome to After Hour Gaming League. This is a karma match between Team Twitter and Team Raytheon. In the upper right hand corner we have Prostu as Zerg, we have Walu as Purple Terran, we have Twitter Navictus as the Pink Zerg, and we have Nightshade as the Blue Terran. In the bottom left hand corner we have Boobs as the almost purple Zerg, we have Teal the Great, we have Baraz, as they say on the East Coast, as Green Terran, that's Baraz, and in the upper left bottom corner we have Shadarki as the Yellow Zerg. So this is Karma match. I decided not to update the post, so Raytheon is actually up 1-0 for this matchup between Twitter and Raytheon. We had an excellent mono battle between the two teams, with Raytheon coming ahead with a fantastic dual Zergling rush, and Dark Templar were just not able to get out on the map quick enough. So ladies and gentlemen, we'll see how game number 2 goes out. This is a 4v4. I do believe every single unit is available to be played against. So this should be some authentic 4v4 StarCraft at its finest. We will be doing our best to give you all the details. We do see Prostu making an early expansion on his, I guess you'd call it a natural. And we do see a wall off, so it does look like Team Twitter has made a lesson learned there from the previous match, and will be walling off their main entrance. I will note that their back door is still wide open, and Team Raytheon also doing what is necessary to wall off on their side of the field. And we do see a lone SCV by the Great at his natural. I guess you'd call it a natural. And Twitter Navictus is going for the early Zergling rush. Looks like they're doing some scout, and it does look like Shadarki is pointing that out on the mini-map. So we'll see what happens here. It does look like Boobs is a little ill-prepared for the coming battle. He is throwing down his second hatchery. I don't know how that is going to defend against Zerglings. It does look like a queen gets out in time though, so this queen is going to be able to throw down some larvae, and I'm not sure how that helps at all. Actually, I do, but I'm trying to some dry sense of humor. Basically, he wants to get the units out. He doesn't really give two cents about what these Zerglings are doing, because he knows that against 14 drones, 16 drones now, they just don't match up whatsoever. We do see the Great, who has shifted over from Zerg to Terran with 3 Marines to protect Boobs. Fantastic play. So these Zerglings are going to have to deal with other Zerglings, other drones, and Marines. So some excellent micro going down here by the Great, and Shadarki also using his Zerglings to defend. So it looks like Navictus, excuse me, Twitter Navictus is going to lose his Zergling count quite effectively there. And as you can see, the units tab here is just beyond huge. Let's see what happens if I do this. Nope. We do see a counter here. Let us see who can see who. It does look like they will see those Zerglings attacking the rocks. As such, Nightshade is going to build another supply depot. He is also going to move his Marines over. This is intelligent. However, now with those units moving in, the front door looks a little vacant. And it does look like Twitter Navictus is going to lose his expansion. Oh, the travesty. And some excellent micro here on the Zerglings, forcing motion on all the Marines. Now the question then becomes, is Shadarki going to see the back door? That is the question. And it does look like he has the answer. And the answer is yes. And so Prostu is now going to have to deal with a plethora of Zerglings entering his base and just decimating his queen. Not enough done in time, and it does look like these roaches are going to fall. And Prostu is in a wee bit of trouble. More of his roaches are going to fall, roach after roach after roach, and Shadarki is going to get out of there. But while that's happening, we've got another engagement with the Great re-engaging over on the other side. It does look like Nightshade is in a wee bit of trouble. He is trying to complete his bunkers, but it's not enough against this smattering of Marines and Zerglings. They are going to be doing heavy damage here against Nightshade, and now the door is open, his SCVs are exposed, and these Zerglings are going to have their way with this mineral line. And we are going to see, those Zerglings are going to get taken out by some well-placed Banelings, but even still, the Marines over here just not engaging, so Waloo really needs to help out Nightshade. He does have the advantage because these Marines do not have, they have not researched any upgrades against Waloo, who does have the Marine shield. And we are just seeing some very effective play here on both sides. These Marines are going to come in. They are going to save Twitter Navictus from imminent death. And it does look like the roaches from Prostu are going to be pushing back the frontal assault. And now we do see Buttaz does have a siege tank and is expanding. So Boobs is now going in, he's making his attempt, and he is going to try and take out Nightshade's base. Looks like he's going to get a little bit done there, but not enough. And I would make an argument that these Zerglings are going to die. And we then see, wow, Raytheon just really just, they like the Zerglings today. I'm not sure what it is, I'm not sure why, but these Zerglings are just dominating. And we are going to see some more drones from Prostu fall from the well done hold mechanism right again in the middle of the line. And Prostu is going to have to move all of his resources back to his main base in order to protect against that. And now it does look like Waloo is going to be attacking Boobs Natural. And that is indeed going to force Boobs into an awkward position. But he does have a Baneling Nest, which is going to give him a slight advantage. And the Great is going to be bringing over all of his Marines. I don't think it's going to be enough. Waloo should have pressed right there. He had the advantage. He did not take it. And now there are a fanatical amount of Banelings on the map. And I do believe these Marines are going to feel a tingling sensation. Very tingly sensation here. Boobs is going to lose another Overlord, and ladies and gentlemen, let's watch as they descend into green nothingness. Oh, look at this. One goes down, one misplaced Baneling. I don't know what's going to happen. The Banelings are not well placed. I do think some of these Banelings are going to hit their target. Oh my goodness, look at them all fall. Waloo just being chased back by these Banelings. And that's the end of the Marines. Alright, So we do see some expansion going down on here. Waloo expanding, 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 but I would make the argument that the Great has a little bit more SCV production, significantly more. Buttaz could probably do for some more. I think he could use a couple more SCVs as well. And I think we've now entered into a stalemate. We got some research going on here by Prostu. Prostu, 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 Prostu. And we've got some more of Waloo's Marines being researched. We have some Zerglings. It's just a smattering of very interesting smattering of units. I would make the argument that Twitter Navictus needs to get some Balings of his own out. He could also stand to move some of his drones down to his natural, especially considering he's overexposed on his main and he's not dropping larva. And now the Great is going to make his push. He is pushing, he's pushing, and he is pushing, and he is pushing, and I don't think Nightshade is going to be able to hold the line at all. And they are now in the base. In the base, in the base, in the base. And we see, it looks like there is an attempt here to move the command center away. What do we have going on here? We do see a drop and engagement on Buttaz, but even still, I'm not sure if it's going to be enough. At this point, this siege tank is doing heavy damage, and we do see these Marines here. They are doing significant damage, but I just don't know if it's enough compared to the Great pushing well deep into enemy territory. And he is going to take out an infestation pit. On the same note, he's most likely going to be taking out this lair. Boobs following up the rear with roaches. It does not bode well for Twitter Navictus. And as such, the roaches from Prost 2 are going to have to come back, but not in time to save Twitter Navictus' hive. That is the end of his hive, and he is going to have to lay down all of his researched buildings at another location, because he is going to lose all of them. And we do see Boobs holding off any side attacks, Shadarki using his Banelings to also hold off, so that literally Twitter Navictus' main base will be gorged. And here we do see Prostu coming in, trying to do an engagement here, but just not enough guys against the huge amount of Marines that the Great has to engage with. The teamwork here is phenomenal. And Waloo really could have engaged right here. It's not happening. Buttaz is now able to re-engage and keep Shadarki at least from being utterly obliterated. There's nothing that can be done. And now we see Waloo also losing his base. Oh, the humanity. His main command center is falling. He's losing SCVs left and right. Oh my goodness. Let's look at units lost. Oh, the resources. I could buy a new car for the amount of resources that Waloo's just lost. It does look like he is going to enact vengeance, but against the one person not attacking his base. And as a result, it does look like all of his Marines are going to be eating green stew today. Fantastic. Now we do see that the Great is engaging the roaches. The roaches are just falling, but not quickly enough. The medevacs are completely out of health. This does make it a little awkward for the Great, as he has nothing to heal his units with. We are going to see Nightshade is making an attempt at mining in the lower right-hand corner. I don't think it's going to matter at this point. He is just trying to stay alive. Twitter Navictus is expanding again. So now he can have 3 hatcheries up. He is researching his hive for the second time. I don't know if that will be enough. And we do see Waloo building factory and a barracks, 2 barracks actually, and the Great just plowing through the competition. And I do see a ping go down by Shadarki. It does look like he is emphasizing the fact that Twitter Navictus does have 1 base open. But Prostu now is just losing. He's crashing here. He's letting drones fall left and right. And even here, the orbital command for Nightshade also not doing so well. We do see the Great pushing back the attacking forces in Shadarki's base. So now Shadarki does have the ability to repurpose his main, even though it did fall. And we do see Buttaz holding off the mineral line there, and Prostu having rallied on the rich mineral field there. And we do see Prostu trying to troll a little bit here with this additional base. And again, some more trolling. Trolling. Just some delaying tactics here by Waloo, nothing too intense. We do see another hatchery go down by the hand of Boob. And he's just going to run away from Prostu's little engineers. They're going to fall. The spawning pool is also going to be a little ill-timed, as there really is nothing left there to build with. Units are falling left and right. The hatchery has just fallen by Boobs. He is microing, and we do see Butters annihilating units with his siege tanks. Oh my starry-eyed surprise. Shadarki does have excellent control of the bottom right half corner of the map, and it does look like the last man standing may just be Waloo. But ladies and gentlemen, I might have spoken too soon. We are seeing a massive force of Marines going right into Twitter Navictus's main stronghold of a hatchery. And it does not bodeth well for the Zerg player against that many Marines. And Prostu now has officially lost all of his base, so I can safely now say that all his base belong to us. And we do see an infestor getting destroyed there, and we do see the Great with three Marines and Marauders. Ladies and gentlemen, this should be interesting. Twitter Navictus with the GGF. I'm not sure what the F stands for, but it does look like that is the end of Game 2. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. This is JW Schmo from Team Raytheon's B team. We just saw an excellent matchup between Raytheon and Twitter. Stay tuned for game number 3.